Just start again, Ali.
To
lock in
continue.
all the flavors that you've added into the beef, including the beef flavor as well. And it also helps to make your beef super duper crunchy. So once you've mixed everything with your corn flour, you just want to set it aside to marinate for a bit, and then you're going to put your oil on fire and you're going to deep fry this. Now, I know a lot of us tend to just shallow fry our beef sauce when we're trying to make it, but trust me, deep frying this actually changes the taste of the beef, because with the corn flour and everything, your beef is going to be crunchy. And let me tell you something else we're going to do with this recipe that a lot of people don't do is we're going to be double frying this beef. So now you can see that it looks ready, like it looks done. Once it looks like this, you're going to take it out, you're going to turn up the heat, and then you're going to fry it again. See, it will not make a lot of sense to you now, but I promise you, just try it. Like, just try doing it this way with that cornstarch I've added, and then double frying this beef. It's going to come out really crunchy. Like, even when you put it into the sauce, it's still going to be very crunchy and it's going to be very, very nice. So you're just going to like double fry it again. Bear in mind that the beef did not burn. It was just like nicely fried, and it had like a nice crunchy coating around it. Okay, now we're going to be making the sweet and sour sauce for the sauce. So we're going to start by putting in our dark soy sauce. We're also going to put in some light soy sauce as well, and then we're also going to be going in with some oyster sauce. Personally, I prefer like the Chinese brand, but I think we're out of that. Yes, we're actually out of that. Yes, we're going to go in with some whatchamacallit sauce as well. Just a little bit. So if I'm going to quantify this is about 2 tablespoons of each of these ingredients that I am calling out. And then we're going to be using some white rice vinegar. And what the white rice vinegar does is it actually makes the sour part of the sauce. So it's called sweet and sour beef sauce. The white vinegar actually makes it sour. And to balance it out, we add some ketchup, and we also add a bit of sugar to it as well. Okay, so the ketchup and the sugar balances out the sourness from the white rice vinegar, and you just want to mix everything together. Do you get me? You just want to mix it. You want to mix it very, very well to make sure that everything is perfectly combined. And I always recommend that you do this before you even get to making the sauce. Like, don't pour everything on fire. Now we're going to be putting a little bit of cornstarch. The quantity of this cornstarch is like a teaspoon of cornstarch here. And the reason why you don't want to put too much cornstarch is because you don't want the sauce to be too thick, so you can eat it with rice. You get me? So we're going to add a little bit of water just to make it a bit more runny, just to make the consistency a bit runny. Then when you're trying to make the sauce and you put the oil on fire, make sure that the oil is hot before you add in those your chopped vegetables. That's because you don't actually want to cook this sauce for too long. You know, your beef is ready, your sauce is ready. You're just trying to throw everything on the pot to give it some heat, right? So you want to make sure that the oil is hot when you put the onions and you put the bell peppers, so that your bell peppers are not cooking for too long, and then it now loses texture and it loses color. Do you get me? Now you're going to turn in this your sauce mix, and once you turn it in, because the fire is hot, it will literally just start boiling. Then you're now going to go in with this crunchy beef that you have made. I'm telling you guys, like, this beef, you can actually even use this beef to make like peppered beef. You can use it to make beef kebab, and you can use it to make like any other type of sauce. The taste of this beef, like, is out of this world. Anyways, when you put your beef in, you're just going to mix everything. There's no need to add any extra seasoning, nothing, because this sauce is good to go. For those of us that are caterers, we're just trying to do like our own FVZ. If you have a hot plate, you can now take this sauce that you've put here, and then you put it in your hot plate, and it's just that sizzling. I added sesame seeds for just some garnish. It doesn't add to the taste, it's just garnishing, and food is ready. Any questions?